Welcome back to Short Times, where we bring you the most intense and suspenseful films in under 7 minutes. Today, we're gonna walk through the psychological thriller, The Woman in the Window. In this movie, we follow the story of Dr. Anna Fox, a child psychologist living in New York City. Anna struggles with agoraphobia, which causes her to be afraid of leaving her home, and as a result, she lives alone with her cat Punch. Despite being separated from her husband and daughter, it seems that Anna still has a relationship with them and talks to them regularly. She is also visited weekly by her psychiatrist, Dr. Carl Landy, who is aware that Anna passes the time by spying on her neighbors. Anna takes medication for her agoraphobia, but she often combines it with alcohol, despite being warned not to. One day, a new family moves in across the street from Anna. The family includes a teenage son named Ethan, who comes to visit Anna and brings her a candle from his mother. During their conversation, Ethan mentions that he can see his dad from Anna's window. He seems emotional, and Anna offers to be his friend. She even lets Ethan borrow some movies before he goes back home. It's clear that Ethan's arrival has the potential to bring some connection and friendship into Anna's isolated life. It seems that Anna has a tenant living in the basement of her home, named David Winter. He occasionally offers to help Anna with things around the house, such as the skylight that is in need of repair. On Halloween night, Anna is the victim of an egging by some neighborhood kids. While she tries to confront them, she becomes overwhelmed and passes out in front of her door. When she wakes up, she finds a woman from across the street, who introduces herself as Jane Russell, Ethan's mother. They have a conversation over wine, and Jane expresses her concern for Ethan. She also gives Anna a drawing that she made. Later, Anna is visited by Alistair, Ethan's dad, who asks her if any of his family came by the previous evening. Anna denies this. The following day, Anna discovers that David has been helping Alistair with some housework. That night, Anna hears a scream coming from the Russell home and calls the police. She then sees what appears to be Alistair assaulting Ethan. Ethan comes to Anna's house seeking comfort. Anna also checks on David, who has a crying woman in his room, but he insists that he didn't hear the scream. It's not clear from this movie what is happening in the Russell household or why Anna is so concerned about Ethan's well-being. It appears that Anna has begun experiencing delusions and continues to observe the Russell household. She believes she sees Jane being stabbed in the stomach and tries to leave her house to help, but passes out again. When she comes to, she is inside her house and being questioned by detectives Little and Norelli. Anna tells them what she saw, but is confronted by Alistair and another woman claiming to be Jane. Ethan also denies that Anna has met his mother. In an effort to learn more about the Russells, Anna investigates Alistair's past and discovers that he used to work for a company in Boston. He left the company after the suspicious death of his assistant, Pamela Nazan. Anna makes an anonymous call to the company, but hangs up before her identity is revealed. She also finds out that David has a criminal record and is currently in violation of his parole for being in New York instead of Massachusetts. As Anna continues to observe the Russells, Jane too, the second woman claiming to be Jane, threatens to call the police on Anna for stalking. When Ethan comes to visit Anna again, Alistair follows and physically assaults Ethan in front of her. He tells Anna to stay out of their family's affairs. It's unclear what is causing Anna's delusions and what the true nature of the situation with the Russell family is. Anna later receives an anonymous email with a photo of her sleeping and becomes suspicious of David and called the police. However, when the detectives question him, he provides an alibi and is supported by a woman who confirms his whereabouts. The Russells confront Anna again, and she presents them with the drawing that Jane won. The first woman claiming to be Jane gave her. During the confrontation, Detective Norelli reveals to Anna that her family is actually dead, and that she has been hallucinating conversations with her husband and daughter. A flashback shows Anna driving with her family on a snowy night. There is tension between Anna and her husband because she had an affair, and he wants to stop pretending like everything is okay for the sake of their daughter. They argue over the phone, and Anna takes her eyes off the road, causing her to lose control of the car and crash. killing her husband and daughter. In the present, Anna comes to terms with the fact that her delusions were a coping mechanism for her grief, and apologizes to everyone for her actions. Feeling overwhelmed and guilty, Anna plans to commit suicide by mixing pill powder into her wine. However, before she can do so, she looks at a photo of her cat and notices the reflection of Jane 1 in the wine glass. She shows the photo to David, who reveals that the woman's name was Katie Melly, and that she was actually Ethan's birth mother. Katie was a junkie who gave Ethan up at a young age, but later tried to get him back, despite Alistair's efforts to keep them apart. Anna asks David to confirm this to the detectives, but he refuses. As David goes outside to answer the door, a noise is heard and Ethan enters with a bloody knife, revealing himself as the killer. He confesses to killing Katie and another woman, Pamela, and admits to spending time in Anna's house while she was unconscious. He also wants to watch Anna commit suicide, but she outwits him and hits him over the head with a wine bottle. It seems that Anna has uncovered a complex and disturbing situation involving the Russell family and the truth behind Katie's disappearance. After Anna manages to escape from Ethan, he chases her outside and engages in a physical fight. During the fight, David tries to intervene and protect Anna, but he is stabbed and killed by Ethan. Ethan continues to stalk Anna on the roof and wounds her with a small rake. Before they engage in a fight, Anna eventually gets the upper hand and pushes Ethan through the weakened skylight, causing it to break and send him falling to his death. Later, Anna wakes up in the hospital with Detective Little by her side. He informs her that Alistair and Jane are in custody, and that Jane is cooperating with the investigation, which proves that Anna was right all along. The detectives apologize to Anna for not believing her earlier. Little also mentions that they have found Katie's body. He tells Anna that he saw the video she recorded before her planned suicide, but gives her the opportunity to delete it before it is collected as evidence. 9 months later, Anna moves out of her apartment with her cat Punch and says goodbye to her hallucinated version of her family. She finally begins to move on with her life. It seems that Anna has faced a lot of challenges and hardships, but is finally able to find some closure and start a new chapter. Well, that was a wild ride. The Woman in the Window kept us guessing until the very end with its complex characters, twisted plot, and intense performances from Amy Adams, Julianne Moore, and Gary Oldman. If you're a fan of psychological thrillers, this is definitely a film you won't want to miss. Thanks for joining us on Short Times, and stay tuned for more movie recaps on Short Times. Bye for now.